Hello everyone! Is it too bright? I feel like with the sun, or the sun hitting on the snow outside, it's just giving me like a natural, what are those things called? The foopy things. Cassie, come on, you know what they're called. You know what I mean though? Those like metallic-y looking things that you use at a photo shoot. I feel like it's giving me a natural one of those. Hoofed. Anyways, hello everyone! I am excited to be testing out a new foundation with you all today. It is this one, right here. I have heard so much good stuff about this foundation. I feel like on YouTube, I feel like mainly it's being praised, it's being praised not only for the actual formula, I feel like people are loving the formula, but also the shade range is really great. This comes in a shade range of 30, I do believe, if I counted correctly. Here you go, here's a nice little picture here. I think it looks really nice, and I have seen some dark-skinned YouTubers here on YouTube reviewing it, like Jackie Aina and whatnot, and they seem to enjoy this foundation and have a color for them, so that's awesome that it seems like the shade range is quite inclusive. This is $46 for an ounce of foundation, and this is specifically the Bobbi Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. It's got a broad spectrum SPF of 15 in here, and it says it's full cover with an oil-free shine control in it. It's not going to feel like a mask, it's not going to feel heavy, and it's not going to feel cakey. It's a high-performance oil-free formula that creates a poreless, shine-free finish with incredibly comfortable day-to-night wear. It's got hydrating emollients and wear-extending ingredients that will float over the skin and deliver flexible, breathable coverage. I mean, this all sounds great. It's going to instantly mattify oily skin for a natural look that is never dry, dull, or flat, and it's also going to help minimize oil throughout the day as well as over time. Wow. Oh no, not oil. It reduces the appearance of pores over time, apparently. And this is also coverage that's going to last in hot and humid climates. Like I mentioned, we've got a nice coating of snow outside, so that's not how I'll be testing it today, but we will be putting it through some stuff. And it says that you can apply this with a brush, a sponge, or your fingers. Just shake it well before use. So yay! I don't think I mentioned I got the shade Sand 2, so hopefully that will work out okay for me. But yeah, before I get ahead of myself, let's go ahead, let's sing the song together, then we can go ahead and get on into it. Try putting this on my face. YouTube made me buy it, and now I'm gonna try it. I feel like it's been a while since we've done a YouTube made me buy it. So here we go. Here's my face. I'm breaking out a bit. I think I know what it is. I'm not positive yet. I started using a new facial oil, and I'm not sure my face likes it too much. Very pretty bottle. It's just one of those ones that like feels nice in your hand. It's a good size and shape and heft to it. If swallowed, get medical help right away. Who swallowed this and made Bobbi Brown put that warning on here? Because you know labels are like that, like on saran wrap and stuff, they have to put caution, this is sharp and can cut you, because someone tried to sue them for that thing cutting them. Like who tried drinking foundation? Anyways, I'm excited. I'm gonna go ahead and shake it. It doesn't sound watery. At least I can't. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go ahead and prime the face first. It did say to prime the face. Oh, well, it says prime skin with moisturizer. Well, I already put on moisturizer, and now I'm gonna put on a moisturizing primer so we can, you know, follow the rules, do what it says. And fellow glasses wearers, do not be alarmed. I will be putting my glasses on. I just have some other videos that I want to get filmed today. And yeah, I like to not have the glare on my glasses and everything when I film a bunch of videos. So I will be testing out to see how this foundation does under the nose pads for the fellow glasses wearers of the world, like I said. Alright, let's get these sleeves out of the way. Go ahead and shake this again. Pump? Oh yes. It's almost identical to the pump on my Smashbox Primerizer. A little different, the nozzle of it anyways, but nice little pump here. But as I say, get the cat hair out of the way, and the best pumps are those that work. Oh, yes, okay, so nice pump there. Looks like it's mostly thick. It doesn't seem to be wiggling down my finger too much. Gravity's kind of taking control there, but it smells like sunscreen. Definitely smells like you're about to go to the beach for sure. Definitely for sure. Go ahead and do half of my face with a brush and half with a sponge, as per usual for you guys. Kind of has that sunscreeny feel to it too. I think it feels moisturizing, like slightly cooling. woof. It's like almost a mix of sunscreen and tea tree oil. I don't think this has tea tree oil in it, but it does kind of have a scent reminiscent of that, or maybe just some kind of herbally scent. Not my favorite, I'm not gonna lie, but sunscreen is a good thing for our skin, so I'm not going to complain there. Looks like that did decently well in terms of coverage. Didn't it say full coverage though? I wouldn't say this is full coverage. Yeah, well, it's called full cover. I mean, I can definitely see a difference from side to side, and I think it looks really, really natural and nice. Got a little bit of a tack to it still, so it hasn't quite dried down yet, but I feel like it blended out nicely, and if you do want a more of a natural look, like this is more what I typically go for, I think it looks really nice. I mean, it did a good job at evening things out, but you can still definitely see like redness of blemishes coming through. So try this on the other side of my face with a sponge. Yes, a million times yes to the sponge. Way better application if you ask me. I just think it looks better. Yeah, and I feel like it gave a fuller coverage with the sponge. Like I was able to kind of extend it onto this side of my forehead and cover up some of that redness a bit more. I mean, in the end, I don't think it's too distinguishable from side to side. You know that I used a different application tool, but I did prefer the sponge side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use a itsy bit more here and try and cover up some of these spots that are still peeking through a little. All right, and there we have it. So I wouldn't say this is full coverage. You know, like full cover kind of implies in the name. I think you can still see some redness peeking through, but that being said, I still think it did a really good job at taking redness and stuff away from a lot of these marks on my face at the moment. I think the finish of it all looks really beautiful. To me, it looks much more, it looks like a mix between a satin and a matte, I would say. It feels like I'm wearing foundation, that's for sure, but it doesn't feel heavy, I wouldn't say. I think it feels comfy. It's just still got a bit of that tacky feel like I mentioned to it, so hopefully that will dry down with time and once I set it with powder and everything. But as of right now, I think it looks great on the skin. I'm really excited to be testing this out with you guys today and see how it ends up wearing. I am going to go ahead and put on the rest of my makeup. It's not going to be too much today, but I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back in just a second here on YouTube land so that we can do a flash photo test and just so we can, you know, see how it looks overall with my makeup all done. So, like I said, I'll see you all in just a second here. Ready? Ding! Alright, so here we go. Like I said, not much going on. It might look like more is going on because this lipstick is pretty intense, but it's one of those kind of days, I guess. Here we go. Here it is on my face. I honestly think it looks fantastic. I think it looks soft and smooth and natural. Just really, really nice overall, truly. I don't remember the last time I've enjoyed the way a foundation looked on my skin this much. Here is the flash photography test for you guys. I do think it looks really nice on camera, but it does look a bit white. I'm assuming that is from the sunscreen, so if you are in flash photos a lot, there you go. Now you know. If not, now you know as well. I'm super excited to be testing this out with you guys today to see how it does. I've got some errands to do around the house. I've got some chores to do around the house, like vacuuming and stuff. There's also a video or two I want to get filmed, like I said, and then I am going out for drinks and dinner with some friends, and then coming home and working, and yeah, that kind of a day. But it's a day, and I'm excited to take you guys along with me so that we can see how this is looking. It is currently 1:38 in the afternoon. I will be checking in with you all periodically throughout the day so that we can see how this foundation is doing, see if it is controlling my oil and everything like it claimed, and then, you know, I will just see you all at the very end of the night. So, I'll see you all very soon here on YouTube land. Bye! For that. everyone, good evening. It is the end of the night here. It is currently 1:25 in the morning. Oh, I'm so tired. It's one of those days where it's like, I mean, I got stuff done and like I did stuff, but like I don't feel like I did a ton today, but I'm so tired. Why? I think it's mainly because YouTube is stressing me out. There's been a demonetization issue and let's not talk about it. Let's talk about the foundation, shall we? Can you tell I've got my tired voice going on? We got some squeaks and squawks. Pardon me. The foundation. Overall, I would say it looks mostly good. I think it still looks even. I think it faded gracefully for the most part. I can still see my highlighter, my blush, all that good stuff. I have no idea what in the world happened on the one side of my nose. It just like completely came off on that nostril. I haven't blown my nose or anything today. What happened there, I couldn't tell you. I can tell you on my chin, it came off. It came off gracefully, much more gracefully than my nostril, but you know, sitting there talking with people tonight, you know, I was definitely doing this a lot. So I don't know if we can really take that into consideration, but I figure, you know, it's worth saying. And let's go ahead and get on into the pause rating system here so we can talk about the product. You had some verbal and numerical values. We have got P for performance, A for application, W for worth the price, and S for shade range. So for performance, like I was saying, mostly good. This stuff does transfer if you touch your face. Like you can see foundation on your fingers. That being said, I think it fades gracefully. I was noticing it on the bottom rims of my glasses, the foundation, but I don't see any sort of a line from that like I sometimes get with other foundations that do that. So props there. It didn't keep me from getting oily, but I don't think I looked excessively oily. I also didn't feel excessively oily, like it didn't get that heavy feeling when I started to get oily. It does feel like I'm wearing foundation, but it feels like I'm wearing a lightweight foundation. The main things for the performance on this are really my nose and my chin and the fact that it does transfer off when you touch your face. But other than that, I feel like it wore really, really beautifully and I am really happy with it. I think it looks beautiful. I'm definitely excited to try this again. So performance was not perfection, but I think it did a dang good job. I am gonna go ahead and give this a 4 out of 5 on performance. For application, from what I remember, it did really well. It did especially well with a sponge. I don't feel like I had any problems with application. Am I tired and forgetting? I don't think so. But I feel like application was good. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5 for that. For worth the price, if this nose thing doesn't clear up, I don't think it's worth the price, but I'm hoping that this was a one-time thing and I goofed somehow. I really could not tell you how that happened. I can't really see this working in humidity and being sweat-proof and all that, but time will tell. As of right now, I mean, if it does end up being sweat-proof and all that, yeah, I think it looks beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 4 out of 5 on worth the price, just for now. And then shade range, I think the shade range looks awesome. I mean, you guys can definitely correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen the full shade range in person, but from what I can see online and everything, I think the shade range looks great. There's always room for improvement with foundation shade ranges, but I think overall it seemed like this had some very pale shades, this had some very deep shades, and everything kind of in between. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 4.5 on the shade range. I think that's fair. So overall, this foundation is getting a 17.5 out of 20 or a 4.375 out of 5 paws. I think that sums it up. I really liked this foundation, you guys. I think it looks really nice. It feels really nice. I think I've said these things a million times. I'm tired. I apologize. Definitely let me know down below in the comments if you have tried this foundation, what your experience with it has been, what kind of skin do you have, all that good stuff. It's always good hearing from you guys, and it's also good to collectively talk about these things so we can get all these different opinions together in one place. And I hope this review was helpful for you, those of you who have not tried the foundation. You know, maybe it's gonna be something that you're gonna want to try, maybe it's something you're gonna want to avoid. If you did enjoy this video, found it helpful, whatever the case may be, please do go ahead
give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, how are you? You can go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more content from me in the future. You can become a member of my casserole family here on my channel. I'd love to have you here. And as always, I just hope you guys are all doing well. And until next time, just stay well until then. Bye!